Hey everybody, and welcome to the Dr. D Oracle channel. So I had a little time before I go in here and get my car registration, and I wanted to talk for a minute about working a root. And by the way, I hope that you like the content of my channel. If you do, please make sure you click the like and subscribe button, and I would like to thank you so much for watching. So today I want to talk about working a root and what that really means, because a lot of people are into magic and it's trending, but they don't really know how to work a root. My first time, I'll talk about my first time working a root. The shit was scary as hell, okay? Now, what I will tell you is the power of a root is the power of the universe to mirror to you whatever it is that your problem or your situation is. A lot of people think that when they do magic, they are going to get a specific result. But when you are working a root, this is not true, because I'm going to tell you what happens. What ends up happening when you work a root is that you call upon the spirit of mirrors, okay? That's not just one spirit, it's a lot of spirit. Sometimes they call it the crossroads. And what ends up happening is that whatever you think the problem is, well, once you call on these root spirits, they hold kind of like what you call a spiritual court. And in that spiritual court, they have a judge and pretty much a jury. And so they weigh out the situation and decide who is in the wrong. And this is especially true in love magic, okay? This is one of the things that led to my transformation, dealing with the root spirits, okay? It is hard for us to see ourselves unless we look in the mirror. So a lot of times we're telling someone else about themselves, and we haven't looked in the mirror at ourselves, so we can't see what we're doing wrong. We can only see what the other person is doing wrong. Well, the root spirits, when you do this type of magic and you work the root, they make that person look in the mirror and see what's wrong. Now, if you're doing love magic and you think that someone else is the problem and you try to work a root on them, well, you just might be working a root on yourself. And those root spirits will come in to show you the root of your problem and what you need to change so that you can accomplish whatever goal you ask them to help you set out to accomplish. So basically, they end up handling things in their way, not your way. This was the first root that I ever worked. Yes, I still have it. I was scared shitless when I worked it, because it is love magic, and I use powerful Adam and Eve roots for this. And I actually saw those spirits come up from the ground. They were they're still in this bag. But the work has been done. The work has been completed, and my goal was accomplished in love magic. So I tell people all the time when they come to me for magic, magic opens portals. And once you hand your stuff over to spirits, you no longer have a say. They're going to see or take care of it the way that they see fit. How do I know this? Well, when I do magic, they come and visit me in dreams, and they tell me different things about what to look for or what's coming. Definitely this has been my experience with working a root. This is a gree bag. Sometimes I do candles. Sometimes I do jars. Sometimes I do spells that I bury in the earth. But when I'm working a root, I connect with a specific consciousness that very well communicates back with me. And so I don't know how other people do their magic, but that's how I observe my results. Magic is very powerful. And that's why I tell people all the time, maybe you might want to handle that a different way, especially when it comes to things like relationships, because relationships are so fluid. They come, they go. Every person that we say that we're going to be with for a lifetime, you know, we could have several of those types of people. Soulmates or, you know, karmic partners. And so you really don't want to leave that in the hands of spirits and ask them to interfere in your love life. Money situations and things like that are a little bit different, because the end goal has nothing to do with someone's emotions, feelings, or the way that you treat someone. But when you're working a root to get money, or you're working a root for some court work, the impact is not as intense, okay? Now, a lot of people think that they're working roots and they know how to work roots. But to work my first root, it took me about, I don't know, a month. And I really put the work in to connect with these different consciousnesses that could help me. And by the time I ended up doing that, I had 2 of these bags talking. But what I didn't know until it started to manifest was that I had opened this portal. And the portal was actually a portal for me to have a mirror to look at myself in my relationship and look at the root issues of my problems that I needed to solve, because I was just handling things that are surface. A lot of times this is what comes out in a reading when I'm reading people. They want me to tell them, oh, you know, yeah, I see you have a silver car and your house is green and your bathtub is orange, and, you know, I saw you kiss this guy and he really loves you. But what ends up happening is I come through and say things like, you need to stop idealizing people. You believing the best about people is what's causing you the problems that you have. Those are the root issues. And so that's what root working does. It helps you to get down to the root issues using magic, okay? So it's really, really important to use divination or some kind of reading tool before you do the magic, so you can see what the root issues are before. And if you can see the root issues before and try to work on them that way, you won't need magic. You won't need to work a root. But if you can't see the root issues, or what ends up happening a lot in love magic is that one person feels like the other person can't see what they're doing, and so they want to stop it. They want to stop that person or bring that person into awareness about what they're doing in hopes that they will change or they will stop. That's not how it always works. I am proud to say that, you know, my spirit guides have really spent time teaching me about working a root. And I had the experience because I did it first on myself before I started doing it on other people. And I was able to see how the roots make change, okay, in real time. And they make change by putting in your face whatever it is that you're doing that is in conflict with what the goal you're reaching for is. Okay? So it's very explosive, and it will set you on the right track, but you don't want to do it if you don't need to do it, period. Some people want to do it now because it's so accessible. It's so many books. It's so many, you know, resources out there. And it's trending. And I've even had people tell me, oh, you don't know who know how to work a root. Yes, I do. I definitely know who knows how to work a root, because it is not easy to connect with those consciousness. And a lot of people just take some herbs and put them in a candle and think, oh, now I'm manifesting. I'm not saying that you won't manifest anything that way, but what I am saying is that's not the correct way to connect with another consciousness. That's like going out looking for people and then just picking them up and bringing them to your house. You kind of not going to really manifest nothing but chaos that way. And so, you know, we don't want to feel like our magic isn't working. But if you want to really work a root, there's a process to that. And it's really much deeper than just identifying what herb you need and sticking it in a candle. It's also a very intense process that opens portals in your life, makes people look in mirrors, and it can definitely bring you into some pretty uncomfortable situations. But at the end of the day, if you accomplished your goal, it was well worth it sometimes, okay, in magic. That's why I don't take every magic case, and I'm selective about which cases I will take. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to come on and really let people understand that magic is very serious. And if you're not ready to look in the mirror, don't do it, because it will bring you transformation. All right, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you click the subscribe button so that you'll be notified anytime I upload new videos, and I'll see you next time.